we start with a game that takes classic wrestlers from back in the day and lets them relive their glory days on your Xbox. Here's our preview of Legends of Wrestling.
Morton on a roll here. The Ultimate One going up. He's working the crowd from the turnbuckle. He's out of it.
Wrestling has been around for a while. Long enough, anyway, that some of those old-timey wrestlers can be considered legends. At least that's the reasoning behind acclaimed Showdown, Legends of Wrestling.
He weighs 520 pounds. The eighth wonder of the world, Andre the Giant.
The upcoming game harkens back to a time when the Hulkster and Macho Man Randy Savage ruled. It's an ode to mullets, power ballads, and spandex. And believe it or not, this time, that's probably a good thing. The game's biggest attraction is set to be its stellar lineup of classic wrestlers. Over 70 licensed has-beens in all. Even though Acclaim's earlier efforts proved drier than a pack of the Macho Man Slim Jims, Acclaim is hoping to snap the competition with a host of new features and refinements.
Back to his feet. There was the bell, and here comes the action.
The most impressive change thus far is the visuals, where wrestlers of each era are immediately recognizable not only by face, but in the sheer size and mass of their bodies.
Doesn't look like he's playing around in there.
Yep, there's nothing quite like seeing Abdullah stomp around the ring with these enormous man boobs of his. I've got two words for you, Chubby: slim fast. Another nice touch is the sense that you're actually turning back the clock and reliving a bygone era. Showdown not only has the physical look of the wrestlers down, but also the colorful characters are rocking outfits and accessories authentic to each decade.
The map of the South, getting an education in pain.
Nice leotard, bro.
Kind of confused.
And the featured venues actually feel like stadiums in both size and atmosphere. So, besides being a succinct lesson in the assorted arts of flying body presses, pile drivers, well, dirty pool, the game also promises cage matches, Royal Rumbles, and the occasional table match.
He's gonna try to put him through the table.
Acclaim also promises to include a robust creative player mode, which should allow you to create your own sultry lady wrestler, beefy Baldo, or even a bearded ultra hairy she-beast. Yeah. Likewise, since this game is called Showdown Legends, you can replay famous matchups. And unlike the real-world wrestling the game emulates, the results aren't fixed. That means that if you want, you can have Pipsqueak Andy Kaufman actually crunch Jerry Lawler's neck this time round.
Pile driver, the king.
Justice is served. Expect a full review of Showdown Legends of Wrestling when the game hits shelves sometime in June. You little jabronis. You get to wrestle as Andy Kaufman. Cool.
But let's start with a game that gets all the classic wrestlers from the past and puts them into one ring.
Here's a review of Showdown, Legends of Wrestling. If you're old enough to remember the 70s, you probably don't, because of the thick haze of potato lazy lettuce that permeated the time.
Yeah.
Showdown Legends of Wrestling returns us to the blood, sweat, and beer-soaked wrestling match of the 70s and 80s. In these roped-in rings, colorful characters draped in loud tatters of comical excess plied a noble trade once celebrated by ancient Greek Olympians. Progress.
Right into your huevos rancheros. Extra hot sauce, please.
This game's got some great features in terms of celebrating some of the funniest personalities in wrestling history. Mil Mascaras, the eternally masked Mexican superhero. Jimmy Superfly Snuka, Andre the Giant, the Iron Sheik, Coco Beware, and Andy Kaufman.
What is he doing?
All bring their theatrical prowess into the ring of pain. But sadly, the only real wrestling you'll encounter here will be between you and the controller. This game's got more bugs than a Louisiana fruit farm. Bad cinematic fight routine. Bad glitchy gameplay. Bad I'm getting hit and the guy's nowhere near me. Signature move can be fun like Andy Kaufman's.
That's not work.
The sense of humor that brought Andy Kaufman into this title needed a serious side to iron out some of the glitches that pervade the game. What's funnier than Andy Kaufman, you say? How about a whole flippin' ring full of them? Tell me where those WMDs are. Of course, all your favorite wrestling modes are here, like Battle Royales and Tag Teams. And there's even an option that allows you to replay infamous matches of the past, like the original Desert Storm that was Hulk Hogan and the Iron Sheik at Madison Square Garden. Maybe that's what Tom Riggs means by Homeland Security.
Until 1988.
Character creation was shallow, especially in the head shape and hair department. Ladies and gentlemen, Kabuki Manfruity. Manfruity's moveset can, of course, be customized to do all low blows. Let's see how he does. Right, not so good. What do you expect from a guy with the flag of England on his ass? No WMDs. Okay, where are the pirated copies of Finding Nemo, you diabolical demon guy? The AI in the game is sadly dim also. Hey, guy with the trash can over his head. I'm over here. Dumbass. If you're hellbent on memory lane, check out the rack on Andre the Giant. You may find some interest in this title, but we thought the glitchy clunky can't turn this dope around environment out for the count. We give it a 2 out of 5. So, Andre the Giant and Andy Kaufman live again, if only in this game. It's too bad it's a glitchy piece of junk.
Yeah, it really is sad that developers hip enough to put a cult comedy hero in the game couldn't actually make beating him up fun.
Plus, he's been dead for 20 years, which makes hitting him kind of mean-spirited.
Yeah.